Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
I don't know if you remember, maybe you do, but I'm Chris. I'm your counselor. I'm happy that you came in today, decided to come back. How are you feeling?
I'm all right,
Just all right?
I guess.
You guess. Would you say like all right as in like that it has been a good day, or all right as in like okay or not as good day?
I mean, it hasn't been a bad day.
I'm glad that it hasn't been a bad day. Is there something good that's happened today?
My friend let me use her sparkling markers at recess.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was pretty cool, but that's about it.
What did you make?
I just colored a picture that my teacher printed out. I didn't make anything. I can't draw.
I'm sure that you can do more than you think that you can. As they say, it's mind over matter. You tell yourself you can do something, you can do it. But what picture did you color?
We colored it. It was for spring. It had a bunch of different spring stuff on it.
It's cool. That's nice. That spring is kind of sprung or is in the process of doing so. That's nice. Do you like the spring?
No, I don't like thunderstorms, and it thunderstorms a lot.
Yeah, that is a kind of tough part about spring, is it a lot of rain and muggy-ish weather.
Yeah.
Were you more of a fan of winter?
Yeah, I really like Christmas.
It's cool. Is there something about Christmas that you really like?
Presents, not having to go to school, being able to sleep in.
That's really cool. Yeah, absolutely. It can be nice to kind of have a break from school. Which, speaking of that, you're probably having spring break soon. Are you excited for that?
Yeah, I guess.
Why do you say you guess?
I I don't know. All of my friends are doing things together, but I wasn't invited.
Hmm. I'm sorry to hear that they didn't invite you.
I guess they probably really aren't my friends then, right?
Not necessarily. Do you know, like, why they didn't invite you?
No, they don't really tell me. They just talk about it by me and I hear it.
How does that make you feel?
Sad and mad. And like I don't want to come to school anymore because I don't have any friends.
It's really tough. It's understandable for it to make you feel sad and mad that they're talking near you about things that they're not including you in.
Yeah, it sucks.
Is there anyone else nearby that you could talk to?
No, because my teacher keeps putting us by each other because my teacher thinks that we're friends, but I always ask her to move me and she just tells me no. And so now I just have to sit by all of these people who I think are my friends, but they don't like me, and listen to them talk about the things that they do without me. Then I never get moved. And then we can't get up and hang out with other people during class because it's class. So then it's just hard.
That is really hard. Do you sit with anyone else like at recess or lunch?
Not really. At lunch, we have to sit with our classes, like our class at lunch. So I sit with the same people at lunch because everyone else just has their friends. And at recess, sometimes I play with other people, but not all the time. I usually just read.
Mm. Kind of stick to yourself.
Yeah, it's just easier that way, you know?
Yeah, it's understandable to feel that way when you're being excluded by your friends. Have you tried talking to them and telling them how they're making you feel?
I have, but they usually just laugh and say I'm being dramatic. So I just stop. It's not worth it.
Well, that's good that you tell them how you feel, and you shouldn't give up on that because it's important that they know.
But they don't care.
Well, you'll find the right people who do care. And it's important that you're able to kind of, you know, tell other people how they're making you feel.
But what if I don't?
What do you mean?
What if I don't find people that care?
You will,
Why are you so sure?
because everybody has their people. You just haven't found your people yet. They say that if you have one good friend that you're very lucky to have, and you will find your good friend. Have you hung out with anybody outside of school? Like, do you have like neighborhood kids that you can hang out with or anyone else that you can kind of hang out with outside of school?
I used to, but we moved, so now I don't have anyone.
That's really tough. But maybe you will find people in time. Are you involved in anything outside of school?
Yeah, I play some sports.
Are you friends with anyone on your teams?
I don't really talk to anyone.
What sports do you play?
I swim and I play volleyball.
That's really cool. What's your favorite part about swimming and or volleyball?
Swimming, I don't have to talk to anyone. I can just do now. I can just swim, put my face in the water, and go to practice and come home. I don't have to interact with anyone.
Mhm. What about volleyball?
I can take my anger out on a ball.
Well, that's a healthier way for sure than like hurting someone else or something else. But um like it's good to find a good coping skill to like take out anger on. But um I'm sorry that you've been feeling like that you can't talk to other people on the teams. Is there a particular reason why you feel that way?
I just don't see a point
Why?
because I'm not going to make friends anyway. People will just be friends around me. So there's no point.
Well, how do you know if you don't try? Put yourself out there.
I've put myself out there so many times, and here I am with no friends and friends who pretend to be my friends.
I'm sure that's really frustrating that having put yourself out there a lot and to not really feel like you have any close friends.
Yeah.
But you will find your people. it just takes time. And school can be very hard. It can be hard to find friends in school, but don't give up on it. And maybe we should talk to your teacher about allowing you to sit with some other people. Maybe that might help you be able to kind of meet other people in the class and maybe become friends with other people. Would you be interested in that?
As long as they don't know that we talked about it, yeah.
So you want me to talk to her discreetly?
Yes, if you would want to.
Okay. Would you want to be a part of it?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I will talk to her discreetly on your behalf, and hopefully she'll move you with some other kids. And hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier.
Okay.
And then maybe just try saying like hi to one person and see where it goes.
Okay.
Does that sound like a good plan, like a good starting point?
I guess.
Well, I will talk with your teacher and hopefully like, by sitting near some new people and by giving it a chance of talking with somebody else, that will help you be able to kind of break the ice and talk to somebody. Like talking about like different interests that you might have in common with them. Who knows? They might like to swim and play volleyball too. Are there other things that you like to do?
Read.
Yeah. Maybe you'll find that you have some novels that you like in common. That can be really nice of like when you're able to kind of talk about different books with different people and then maybe if they are in like a movie you can see the movie too, that those can be some coping skills that you can do of like reading and then being able to like make friends about talking about the different books.
Yeah, I guess that sounds doable.
Good, kind of like a starting point, but we'll
Yeah.
keep working on it and problem solving together. This is
Okay.
only our third session together, so we have a lot of room to grow, and I'm here for you. So, what you need is what is important to me, whatever I can do to make you feel safe and feel comfortable and in class, because I don't want you feeling like you don't fit in, because you do.
Thank you.
You're an important part of this school. And I'm glad that you came and talked to me today. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about before we go for today?
No.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with me how you've been feeling. It means so much to me that you felt safe telling me how you were feeling and what was going on in class. And I will work with you and I will talk with your teacher and hopefully we'll be able to come up with a solution. And who knows, maybe you'll try to say hi to somebody on the swim team or try to say hi to somebody on the volleyball team too.
Yeah,
We got this.
I'll try.
I'm glad. And it's nice to see your smile. You have a beautiful smile.
Mm, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time today, Nicole. I look forward to seeing you next time.